Welcome students to the online learning of South International School. This is part 9 of grade 9 science chapter number 5, the fundamental unit of life. In this video we will be discussing about the basic and the most important organelle that is present inside the cell, that is the mitochondria. Mitochondria is a double membrane organelle, means it has a double layer, just like a plasma membrane. The mitochondria, each and every organelle has its own membrane. So mitochondria has two layers outside S, so that's why it is known as a double membrane organelle. And the most important thing is that this mitochondria has its own DNA. उसके पास अपना खुद का एक DNA भी होता है. So mitochondria is an organelle which has its own DNA. If in the exam if it is asked, name the organelle which has its own DNA, so you can say mitochondria. Other than nucleus, mitochondria also has its own DNA. This is the structure of mitochondria. It has two membrane, outer membrane, inner membrane. Now, what was the stack-like structures in the Golgi apparatus known as? It was known as cisterns, cisterns, and the stack-like structures or the irregular shaped structures, matrix or the fluid-like substance inside the mitochondrial cell is known as cristae. Now, mitochondria is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. Why it is known as the powerhouse of the cells? Because it produces a basic material, basic substance known as the ATP, adenosine triphosphate. It is an energy giving molecule. So mitochondria helps in cellular respiration. Where does the cellular respiration takes place? Inside the cells. Okay, inside the cells the cellular respiration takes place, which exhales out the carbon dioxide, and the oxygen is used up in the production of energy. So mitochondria helps in synthesizing energy in the form of ATP, and this ATP reaches our whole body with the help of the circulation of the blood. So mitochondria are the site of cellular respiration. That's why it is known as the powerhouse of the cell. The mitochondria generates ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which are energy giving molecules, and often they are known as energy currencies. So what is the energy currency inside a cell? It is the mitochondria, and it produces ATP. The full form of ATP is very important. The two membranes of ATP are the outer membrane and inner membrane. The outer membrane is porous, means it allows the entry and exit of the materials in and out of the mitochondria. The inner membrane is deeply folded. You have seen the cisterns inside the inner membrane. Okay, the fold-like structures, it is the cisterns. The inner membrane of the mitochondria are called cisterns, which facilitates, means which helps in the generation of ATP molecules. And why it is folded? So that it can give more surface area for the storage of the ATP molecules. Next is the plastids. Plastids, it also consists of a double membrane organelle which has its own DNA and ribosomes. Yes, plastids have their own DNA and it has its own ribosomes also. Plastids exist in plant cells only. Yes, we already discussed in the earlier videos that chloroplasts are present only in plant cells, with the help of which they make their own food with the help of photosynthesis. So plastids exist in the plant cells only. There are two types of plastids. There are many types of plastids. Basically, we will be discussing about the two types of plastids, that is the chromoplast and the leucoplast. The chromoplast gives color to the cell, that is colored in nature, contain a pigment called chlorophyll. Okay, chlorophyll is present in the green color of the leaf is because of the presence of chlorophyll. Okay, and leucoplasts are colorless in nature. They do not have any color. Chromoplast, as it contains chloroplast, it helps in the process of photosynthesis, and the leucoplast helps in the storage of it helps in the storage of starch. Generally we store the plants and all store what? Starch in the form of food. They make the food with the help of photosynthesis, and they make glucose. Okay, what is the food in them? Glucose. And how do they store it? They store it in the form of starch. So the leucoplast is the plastid which stores the starch. Chromoplasts contain orange and yellow pigments, and leucoplasts contain starch, proteins, and oil. Now, if in exam, if it is asked, you have a pomegranate, why it is red in color? Because it is the presence of chromoplast. The color to any of the substance, basically it gives an orange and yellow colored pigments to the cell. So the pink colored in a pomegranate is because the red or pink color in a pomegranate is because of the presence of chromoplast. And the chromoplast can be further divided into chloroplast, and leucoplast can be further divided into amyloplast, lyoplast, and proteinoplast or aleuroplast. So you don't have to go into detail of this chromoplast and chloroplast. Just know what is the basic difference between chromoplast and leucoplast. Chromoplast is color and leucoplast is colorless. Chromoplast gives the orange and orange yellow colored. It contains chloroplast, and the leucoplast contains helps in the storage of starch, fat, proteins, and oil. Now next we will study about chloroplast. Chloroplast helps in the conduction of photosynthesis, helps in the process of photosynthesis in the plants. Chloro means green and the plast means plants. So chloroplast means it gives the green colored pigment to the plants. What is a green colored pigment? It is chlorophyll. There are different kinds of chlorophylls also. Chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B. There are type A, type B types of chlorophyll depending on the color it imparts to the leaf. Chloroplasts contain photosynthetic pigments or chlorophyll along with lipids, carbohydrates, minerals, DNA, RNA, grana, thylakoids, and stroma. Where are these grana, thylakoids, and stroma present? They are present inside the mitochondria in the cristae, which helps in the production of ATPs. The main function of chloroplasts are conducting photosynthesis in the plants, protein synthesis, release oxygen, and storage of starch. These three are the main functions of chloroplast. It helps in the synthesis of protein because it has ribosomes in it. It releases oxygen. So whenever we know that we inhale oxygen and the oxygen gets inside our lungs. From the lungs it moves into a part known as alveoli, and from alveoli it moves to the mitochondria where it undergoes cellular respiration. So it releases oxygen in the mitochondria. Next, it helps in the storage of starch. This is a structure of it contains an outer membrane and an inner membrane. We already discussed that it has two membranes. The outer membrane is dark green colored. It has an inner membrane. Inside the inner membrane you can see stacks of coin like structures, है ना, equiprate coin like structures है, and all the coin stacks are joined with one another. The stacks of the structure are known as stroma, and one coin like structure is known as a thylakoid, and the whole stack like structure is known as thylakoids or the grana, and it is connected with one another with the help of lamella. And inside the thylakoid you can see a space, that is lumen. That is a space, fluid like material is present inside the lumen.